Hi there, I'm Alfredo Coppola from Usmac, the largest and longest standing accelerator that's focused exclusively on helping international startups with global market success through Silicon Valley. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I've had 3 startups in my career. I've had one really awesome exit in Silicon Valley a few years back. And me, along with my co-founder, Chris Burry, who is also a serial entrepreneur. He's had 9 startups in his career and 3 spectacular exits. And in addition to the work he does with Usmac, he's also an industry fellow at the Satarja Center for Entrepreneurship and Technology at UC Berkeley, where he helps to design and deliver entrepreneurship courses for university students all over the world. We're very proud of the amazing team we've assembled, which include industry experts, advisors, investors, and corporate partners. And we're especially proud of a member of our core team who's based in Europe. I'm Kate Bunyanan, Director at Usmac and Program Director for our Women Programs. I'm based in Barcelona with background in corporate innovations, both in Silicon Valley and Europe. We are thrilled to welcome startups from Europe. И мы особенно рады приветствовать стартапы из Украины в нашем US Market Access Center, or USMAC for short. In this video, we'll be discussing a few details about our philosophy and about how we run our programs, how they work, and the benefits you can enjoy as a participating startup. From our first-hand experience with our own previous startups, both Chris and I know exactly what it takes to enter a new market and the challenges that we encounter. Why did we start USMAC? We envision a world in which any entrepreneur, anywhere in the world, can have access to all the resources they need to achieve the greatest level of success possible. And we accomplish this in 2 ways. First of all, we share the best practices of Silicon Valley with startup founders. Secondly, we enable global connectivity by creating meaningful connections between entrepreneurs, investors, and early adopter customers in Silicon Valley. So why are these connections so important? And why is Silicon Valley so important? It's not just a destination. It's many important things. It is a mindset, a unique mindset for entrepreneurs. It is also home to the largest concentration of what we call risk capital, investors that are willing to invest in innovations more than any other place around the world. It also has the largest concentration of what we call early adopter customers, thanks to the more than 400 multinational corporations that have set up their innovation offices here. And finally, it's the place where you can find mentors and advisors for every stage of your company's growth, more than any other tech hub in the world. So how you engage in Silicon Valley really depends on the stage of growth of your company. And our partners and the startups that participate in our programs love the fact that we have programs that are mapped against every stage of the entrepreneur's journey. We work with our global partner to execute a multi-phase accelerator program, which always begins with a very thorough selection process, where we assess potential program participants. This is typically an online review followed by in-person interviews to select the participants of the accelerator program. Applicants are evaluated on their value proposition, their business model, their entrepreneur mindset, their English proficiency, and generally their overall likelihood of success in a global market. The top-ranked applicants will be selected to participate in the program, which always begins with an intensive boot camp. Our boot camps are typically anywhere from 4 to 10 days long, depending on the format. We have several key objectives for these boot camps. The first is to teach central entrepreneurship skills, such as customer development, value proposition, and how to pitch to an audience of investors and customers. Next, we want to help the founders to develop a strong entrepreneurial mindset. We also want to help founders to identify the critical barriers that are preventing them from moving forward, and to develop a strategy that enables them to get past those barriers so they can move on to the next level of success. Upon completion of the boot camp, the startups that demonstrate the strongest potential for global success will move on to the next phase of the program, which is where the real acceleration begins. Founders are assigned with an industry Sherpa who helps them with various things, such as developing the important questions that need to be asked during the customer development meetings. In addition, they spend a great deal of time developing what we call a prospecting strategy, identifying who are the most important high priority prospects that the company should be meeting with, whether they are potential customers, partners, or investors. This part of the program takes place over several weeks, either physically in Silicon Valley or via online videos such as Zoom. This is all dependent on the current market conditions at the time. But overall, the founders receive invaluable market validation insight during this experience in Silicon Valley. So what's next? Well, at the end of the program, the startups have everything they need and the know-how and the contacts to start building their network and developing their business. We're very proud to say that 42% of program participants over the last 10 years have been successful in getting customers and in securing POCs during their experience. Now, compared to other accelerator programs in the world today, people tell us that we're a lot more hands-on. While most accelerator programs around the world use mentors, we have introduced the concept of a Sherpa. So what is the difference? If you're going to climb Mount Everest, for instance, you need someone to climb with you, someone who's climbed the mountain before. Our Sherpas are experienced entrepreneurs who have climbed the entrepreneurial mountain before. They are more than just mentors. They become active members of the startup team. The Sherpa is not just advising you, they're working with you to actively build the company. This approach has been very successful, and our results clearly demonstrate this. And in the end, what really matters are the results. We're happy to present the performance from past Usmac alumni over the last 10 years.
The knowledge and the experience that our teams gained did really help them to understand better global mindset, to understand better mindset of world leading startup ecosystem. And we are very definite that we will continue the partnership as we find that the expertise and the experience that Usmac brought to our teams is of a great value.
Both been a mentor, have been an investor panelist, and I'm super proud to be part of this community.
So I've had the wonderful opportunity to work with the Usmac team for 8 years now, and I got to say I am extremely impressed not only with the quality of companies that they're able to find all over the planet, but in particular with the effectiveness of the programs that they've put together. So as you probably know, it's really hard for international entrepreneurs to get traction in the United States. And if you don't get traction in the US, you're not going to be able to scale up.
The workshops there were very meaningful, and the information was very useful, very up to date. And the one-on-one mentorship sessions were absolutely helpful for the teams to set the right questions, to give the right answers to how to build their product, to help it scale and sell at global markets.
USMAC team was fantastic, and it helped me to grow and think bigger and faster.
I highly recommend this program for any startup because business should go global.
It was a great experience. I got to meet some really amazing VCs in Silicon Valley and had some really important feedback in our company.
I recommend you guys to apply now because that makes a difference for your interpersonal life as did it to my life.
Apply and make sure that you take advantage of every single opportunity you have to work with the Usmac team to help you and your team develop your company, scale up to global success.
To join this program to develop in a better way.
So I would encourage you all to apply to the next Usmac program.
I really recommend that you apply to be part of this program. It will really change the trajectory of your business.
So apply now, please.
Best of luck to everyone. Thanks.
Партнерство з Usmac було неймовірно успішним. Воно дало прекрасні знання, теоретичні і практичні нашим командам, допомогло їм краще зрозуміти, як просувати продукт на глобальних ринках. Ми однозначно будемо продовжувати нашу роботу і бажаю успіху всім нашим командам і нашому майбутньому партнерству і майбутнім подіям. Успіху всім!
Advice to companies considering this program, it would be stop considering and go.
We welcome you to apply to our programs right now.